What's the difference between B2C marketing and B2B marketing? So business to consumer marketing is when a company is selling to the consumer. You're selling cars, you're selling soda, you're selling gum, whatever it might be. The end buyer, the end user, is the buyer. Now in the B2B space, you're selling to another business, and the differences couldn't be more dramatic. On the B2C side, which you have to remember, most agencies are on this side. Most marketers come from agencies. Most companies in the B2C space have large marketing departments because storytelling drives their business. You're selling an emotional use case. If you buy this car, you're going to be this kind of person. If you buy our drink, you're going to be this kind of person. You're going to feel a certain way from our product, so get the product to feel the way we know you want to feel. That has no bearing in B2B marketing. The other difference is that you're typically going from one product to one persona. If I'm selling a soft drink, like a sports drink, my customer is going to have an age range, an income range, going to be mostly one gender, typically, a gender profile. They're going to live in a certain type of community. They're going to have a certain education level. They're going to work in X, Y, and Z industries. It's going to be one cluster of people. So my one message needs to connect with one type of person or one aspect of the market, one persona, right? So it's a one-to-one communications problem. And there you can scale your communications much more easily because I can make a mass marketing campaign, put it on the Super Bowl, and I can reach a ton of people with one message and hit the note I need to hit. In B2B, it's completely different. First, you have a business buying your product. They don't care about emotion. They want to know nuts and bolts. And second, it's a many-to-many communications problem, right? So I might have 5 different products. I might have 5 different markets I sell into. Each market is going to use my product, a different product, in a different way. And then to further complicate things, every business that I'm selling into will have multiple decision makers or stakeholders, and I need to find the one that makes the most sense, the one that's the most engaged. They'll be our internal champion on the client side, and then the product that they will be most likely to want to purchase first so I can land and expand, and then the reason they want that product. So it turns into a nightmare, and B2B businesses simply don't have the resources typically to brute force that, right? If I have 5 products, 5 personas, let's just say, then I need to make 25 different marketing messages, 5 by 5. And typically there's more than that. And even that can be challenging enough for a $100 million a year company. So that's one problem. The other difference is, I should say, is that buyers in a business don't care about the emotional state. Maybe your brand will be the reason they reach out to you or the reason they stop and look at your ad. But very quickly they're going to figure out, how much is this going to cost us? How much is it going to save us? Is it going to make us any money? Is it going to solve my specific business need? And that's very different. You're not selling an emotional story. You're selling a logical story, a technical story. And the B2B buyer, the business buyer, is going to want to dive into those nuances. What's your volume discount? Can you supply the amount I need? Can you customize? Can you solve my specific problem that most of your customers don't have, right? There's a lot of custom solutions in B2B business, B2B marketing and sales. So on the B2C side, the company's often driven or grown, or the lever for revenue growth is often in the marketing department. The sales channels are set up. They're waiting for consumers to come and purchase the product. So we need to drive business to local retailers, regional retailers, e-store, whatever. On the B2B side, it's very different because it's one-to-one sales interactions. Sales drives the revenue growth of the business. Marketing supports sales. And so you have to appreciate that and not get the two confused. B2B is about nuts and bolts. B2C is about emotion. Two different worlds.